Hello, guys. Wimburn here. And I want to say happy Halloween. I won't be trick or treating today, but I'm making this video because watched a lot of videos about people talking about their childhood traumas and things that scared them. And so I'm making this will be a special Halloween video talking about my childhood traumas or things that scare me or still scare me to this day. Now, before I start, um, I hope y'all are doing well. I know that making videos has been hard, and I'm fine if you don't leave a comment or not. I mean, if you leave a comment or not, I don't mind. I still love interacting with y'all. I know it's tough being a small, YouTuber. I don't do YouTube that much, but I still appreciate. I still thank you for watching and all that. Um. Also, by the way, I've been watching Gargoyles, the Disney show, and that's actually a pretty good show. I'm really enjoying it, and I've heard about like some they're making a live action Gargoyles, and I'm just sick of hearing the words live action. But anyways, let's get on to things that scare me. And this will be audio only, so you can just listen to this in the background. Um, where to begin? So, are you guys familiar with the Nickelodeon show Dora the Explorer? Um, you know, I don't I don't like Dora, but honestly, I feel bad for saying that because her live action movie was pretty good. The Lost Sea of Gold, but and then they're bringing it back again. But you know, you got Dora, you got Boots, and my mic is about to fall down. Looks like it. Why do you do that? You got Dora, you got Boots, you got Swiper, you got Backpack. But there was one particular character that scared me as a kid. Dora's map. So I'm fine with Map's design. His design doesn't scare me that much. But every time it's just that when Map's segment comes on, because he's the first segment of Dora the Explorer because they start off their journey and they don't know where to go. Um, when his segment would come on, I would like hide behind the bed. I mean, I'm fine with his voice. I'm fine with his design, but it's in. I think that in some episodes he will do this close up thing, and it will freak me out. You know what I'm talking about? Where he gets way closer to the screen, and it looks like he's covering up the entire map. That scared me. And every time I would watch Dora and map would come on the screen, I would just change the channel or just mute the TV or just hide behind the bed because I was afraid he would just get me. Like absolutely get me. Uh my anxiety is rising. Like Map's design and voice don't freak me out, but the way he just gets closer to the screen at the viewer, looking at the viewer, it's just freaky. It's just freaky. I haven't seen anyone talk about Map scaring them. Like I looked online and I didn't want to look at images of like I try not to look up images of Map getting close. I didn't want to look up the character on Google because chances are you might see images of him getting closer to the screen, like pupils showing. I mean, not pupils, eye shine showing. It's just too creepy for me. Just the just the close up when he gets closer to the screen that freaked me out. Um, Next fear. Um, when I was little, um, Like I had a lot of toys as a kid. I had, but there are, but any toys that made noise that freaked me out. Like I had a couple. I think I had like this um hokey pokey Elmo. I didn't like Elmo because of that toy. Like my mom, according to what my mom said, I just liked Elmo when she put Sesame Street on the TV, like Elmo's World and stuff. But the hokey pokey Elmo and just the movements and stuff, I didn't like as a kid. Um, I also had a Barbie as Rapunzel. Are you familiar with Penelope, the purple dragon from that movie? And she's played by Cree Summer. I had a plush of her that talked, and you would press her stomach and the wings would move. I think I didn't like both the sound and the movement, the noise of the wings. But I revisited. I kind of revisited that toy because it was just nostalgic to me, although it did freak me out. But some guy on YouTube did a video of it, and I didn't. When the plush says, "Let's share a secret," right? You're supposed to put the plush up to your ear, and she's supposed to say something, and I did not know you could do that. Honestly, but the plush felt so nostalgic. Another toy I remember having was this Tasmanian Devil plush or something from Looney Tunes, and it was it was another talking toy, right? And you press the sides, and it will like vibrate, and it's supposed to demonstrate him doing his tornado. It's, you know how he moves in the cartoon, right? But I had a plush of Taz, and I guess I didn't like it. Uh, but I'm used to talking toys. Like I have a couple Pokemon toys that talk and move. Like I have two Pikachu's. Well, three Pikachu's that actually do that because I like old toys. But um, yeah, little me wasn't used to talking toys, and yeah. Um, let's see. There was a movie next year. There was a movie that I still own, but it I didn't like it. It was called The Adventures of Pinocchio. It was like a 1996 movie, according to my research. And I think I know why I didn't like the movie, why it just freaked me out as a kid. I think it's the way Pinocchio, because he's a puppet, and I think it was like Jim Henson. The puppetry in that movie is amazing, but I think I didn't like the way Pinocchio moved. I think if I remembered, by the time he just starts coming alive, I think it's just the way he looked. It's just so uncanny. But it's just his movements. Just I didn't like his movements. It freaked me out as a kid. It scared me. But I'm nowadays I like the movie. I like the puppetry from I think it was Jim Henson that did all that. Yeah, it's kind of impressive, but just the way Pinocchio looks in that movie, just his wooden form and all that, it just looks so uncanny. So, and speaking of uncanny, oh, and my mic stand keeps falling. Try not, don't do that. Um, are you familiar with Rugrats? Like, I'm not scared of the character designs in that show, but like after the credits, there is this freaky logo. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yep, the Klasky Chupo logo. that oh that face still scares me. And like I remember getting it as an Instagram ad. At one point I didn't look at stories when I kept getting it. But I've heard that like is it Arlene Klasky? She said that she didn't mean to make it that scary, and they actually gave him a name called Splat, and he's voiced by Beast Boy's voice actor Greg Sipes. I never even watched this web series because you you know why, the face is just so freaky. But just Splash design, the way he pops up so fast at the camera. I have to like I don't know if you're familiar with YouTube poops, but I have to like avoid certain YouTube poops or and stuff because they might include the logo in there. Like you seen all those weird logo videos on YouTube. It's just why? Like why y'all still making these effects? That freaks me out. It's just the face. The teeth actually. Like it's just creepy. But don't get me wrong, like Greg Sipes is a nice. I haven't met the guy, but he has this radical surfer dude voice. But I can't. I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy. I'm pretty sure he loves doing playing Splat. But I don't want. I didn't. I'm not looking at that face ever again. But any Chupo production that aired on Nick, I just had to avoid watching the credits because I wouldn't see that creepy face. And I know a lot of people are still probably still scared of that logo, but uh, trying to think of something. I have a fear of dogs. I don't know when the fear started, but I think it's just when I moved, and I think it was when I went in the backyard. The neighbor's dog was just barking and growling. It just scared me, and I'm still scared of dogs to this day. And yeah, like just yeah. Trying to think of some other stuff. Mm. I'm gonna save this one for last, but I'm scared to bring it up. I'm my anxiety is rising up from it, but um oh, Lilo and Stitch. It was I'm fine with Stitch, but according to my parents, I was scared of him, and I think I know why. It's probably because of the sequel. Lilo and Stitch 2 Stitch has a glitch where he would like glitch out. He would just act so crazy in the movie, and I think maybe I got a little freaked out by it. That's what scared me. But I'm not scared of Stitch that much. He's a cute character. He's cute, fluffy. I'll still hug him. So to recap, hopefully I don't forget my fears. From lowest to highest, the Pinocchio movie, which I brought up. Well, actually, screw it. I'm not doing the lowest to highest. But yeah, I am terrified to bring this one up. It is a game you are all familiar with. I'm still scared. I'm too anxious to. Oh my god. Uh, it is called. I can't do it. Oh, gosh, and I'm saving this one for last. I'm shaking right now. Like I'm just afraid to say the name, but I'm gonna say it for this video. Operation. Now that game terrifies me. I've been terrified of that game. I am still terrified of that game. I'm like shaking right now. Like I'm panicked. I'm just my heart can't take it. But ever since I was born, when my granny played it, I was just well, according to what my mom said, I was just like crying and I was scared. So she put the game up and hid it. But I'm still terrified of the game. Like everywhere I go, I have to like avoid a certain store that might sell board games. And recently when I went to a trip at Barnes and Noble, I told my mom that I told her that I'm still scared of that game. And then she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were still scared of that game." I'm just like, "What? How you forget?" I'm actually still terrified of that game. Like I couldn't go to the side of the Barnes and Nobles because I saw it on the shelf and I was just scared to get near it. and I was just shaking and oh my god. I was just like literally shaking, panicking. I just couldn't tell. I was sweating. My heart rate was being so fast because I was paranoid. It was making noises. Like, Chadtronic? I used to watch him until he started making a video of that game, and I just stopped watching him after that. I just I literally have to mute sometimes when they even with kids commercials, I have to I just change the channel because I'm afraid they'll bring up the game, the commercial. That's the only time I will bring up that name, and please do not, because I'm still terrified of that game. I'm shaking. My heart levels is beating. I'm literally about to cry. Like, I just do not send me images. Do not mention the game to me. Do not. Just do not. Just do not. Like, I've been scared of it ever since I was born. Like, I don't want to see the guy. I don't want to see the logo. I don't want to see the yellow background. Oh, that freaks me out. Oh, that God. Oh, God. Mm-mm. Like, I've seen different versions of that game too. Like, every time I hear that word, I shake. My heart though beats fast, and uh, that is the only time I will mention that name, and that's never ever bring it up to me. I can't. My God, I feel so shaky. But for real though, I am actually shaking right now. My hands, my heart is beating, pumping so fast. But like, just I'm that's my number one fear. I will never ever bring that up again. But change subject. My last fear on my list is escalators. I don't know how that fear started, but it's just I think it's because of like going down. Maybe the feeling going down the escalators or just falling off of it. But I'm done. But thank you for listening. I please. I cannot. I regret making this video. I regret making this audio actually because it's gonna be audio only. See you guys next time or not. Okay, okay. So I forgot to bring up another fear. It's not really that bad, but it's another logo related one. It's actually a Disney logo, but the Buena Vista Television logo, the music and just the way it looks, it just well, it the music just didn't make me comfortable. It just made me anxious. And like certain shows that were like produced by I think it's produced by Buena Vista Television. Every time I hear that music, I just like it's what's worse is if you're watching a show in the dark and you hear that music, it just gives you chills down your spine. But nowadays when I hear that music, it's just beautiful. The logo, the Buena Vista Television logo is fine. For some reason, for some odd reason, the Walt Disney Television logo, the older one, not the one with the blue background, the one with the castle looking all colorful, like it has like orange hues or whatever. That freaked me out for some reason. I just maybe it's just the way the castle looked, but I'm used to it now. So those are some additional fears I forgot to bring up. So yeah, they don't bother me as much, but yeah. See ya.